Hey, toy fans. All right, so I'm here. I'm going to do another quick build. We got some time before dinner. Storms have blown through Denton, and so it has been wild outside. They had to shut the computer down, came back, and I was like, you know what? I kind of need to take the edge off and do a small build while we're waiting on stuff. Kids playing a game, wives cooking and taking care of stuff. I've already been out in the store and taking out trash. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go through my backlog of stuff. So we still have our Luma Bricks circus. Like we're still doing that. Okay, don't get me wrong. We have that going on. I was like, you know what? I picked this up from Five Below not too long ago, and I wasn't familiar with the game, and I actually had to research it. It looks like a fun game, Stray, kind of a cyberpunk city thing, and you've got the cat with B12 robot on it, and the other robot denizens. And I like the fact this one has the heart on it, so I could have it like rub on the feet and everything. But I came across this set. It was the only one I could find from a company called Snap and Switch. It's 149 pieces. It's probably not going to be very big. The box is probably gigantic for what we're getting, but I figured, you know what? Let's check this out. Let's see what we got and kind of open it up. Hey Travis, how are you? Thank you for coming and visiting. So let's take this camera here, and we are going to take it to the build table. Now keep in mind, you can see the circus over here. I'm going to kind of push it out of the way. Just keep in mind that's not a part of the build at all. Instead, we got our stray set here. All right, let's see. All right, we're going to open this one up. I got a different knife today. Kind of showing off my blade, so. All right. Let's see. Just went live show yesterday. It was a. Oh, you just went live yesterday. It was a charity live show. Oh, that's cool. Did what was it? What was the charity? My bud Travis here. He's with our North Texas Ghostbusters. He's out of Houston, and he does a lot of charity work too. So I'd like to see what suicide awareness. Let's see. Was there a gentleman there by the name of Don Limbery that he might have been a speaker there? That's my dad. He said yes. He goes, there was a gentleman there by Don Limbery. That's my dad. I had actually just called him and talked to him. Sunday it was a local show. Yep. So that's my papa. Yeah. We have some similarities. All right. So with this set, we are getting a sticker sheet. We got our plans here now that we've got. Let's see, 13. It goes like 17 instructions, and then we've got some for the robot. So there's really not a lot to this. 149 pieces. And we're going to kind of make this a quick one. But I was like, you know what? I got a little bit of time to spare building. If someone jumps on, I can chat with them. I got my buddy here, Travis, with me. So I'll chat with him as I go. So we do have our stray, and he's got B12 on the back. That's kind of cute. So he does have the robot. There's our cat. We'll put him there since he's our main character. Now, there's not going to be any humans in this set because it's dystopia future where there is no humans. But we don't get any of the little monsters. At least I don't think. The little... I can't remember what they're called. You know, as a matter of fact, if you have played Stray and you know what they're called and you're watching, be sure to hit it there. My friends were playing. Your friends were playing there? What's the name of the band? Here, give them a shout out. And tell us where we can find their band. So one of the things I do like is that over here in the descriptor box, you can actually see. So if you've got the band name there, put it up on screen so we can give them some shout out. We can give them some clout here. And they get to kind of talk about their show. Or you could talk about their show for them. I should say that. All right, so we're over here on step one. Looks like we got one of these, and then this big guy right here. And that's gonna just snap right into place. Two, it looks like we're getting one of these, and then another long piece. Now, again, there's not very many pieces here, so it's not going to be as difficult finding all the stuff. But so far, these bricks feel pretty solid. They don't seem like they're too cheap. Let's see. Lucid Illusion on Spotify, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. We had 307 Degree Departure, Garbage Girlfriend, School of Rock. Nice. That's a sweet lineup. I'm gonna have to check out Lucid Illusion, and I've got them all, like Spotify, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. I'm gonna check them out after this show. You got it. I'm gonna go see what they got. So it looks like we got a 3x3, a 3 here, 1, 2, 3 of these, and then a 2x3 flat. And it looks like, how many? 2 of these 2x3 flats. So it looks like they have us doing, I'm trying to see the directions here. Oh, I see. So 1 like this. This one's going to go across like this. And then these are going to go around it. So this is the couch that we're making here. So the couch that the cat can jump on, or like a little ottoman chair. All right. And then we've got these pieces. So it looks like 9 of these little bumps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 6, 8, and 9. If you're one of my students and you're watching this, I'm not going to say it anymore. I'm done. I have been brain rotted enough by that 7-6 backwards. Charity is about helping. The charity is about helping outreach. Call friend, check up on them before. Oh, that's awesome. You and Zort were there? I was about to ask. Yeah, we had. I was talking to my dad about it because he had just gotten in. He had also been down in Houston getting surgery on his hand. Come to find out, both he and I have a hereditary disease that's gonna make life difficult for our hands one day. And it stinks because I'm as an artisan, brick builder and such, I work with my hands. You raised $5,000? Dude, that's amazing. I love hearing that. But yeah, he was down in Houston, and then I love that he will take care of business for one thing, and then do something else at the same time while he's there. He's not one to waste any time. Okay, so we've got our little couch here, and that's kind of cute. I like that. So I'm gonna put that off to the side. Actually, that should go right here if I'm looking at the directions there correctly. And then we need one of these, a 1x2 tall, a 1x1 tall, and it looks like I gotta pull that close. Oh yeah, a 1x1 with a 90 on it, and it looks like we need 2 of those. 1, 2. So that'll go here. 1, 1, 1, and then that goes right back in there. Okay. To have you and gang come down when we do. Yeah, and again, I still need to make a trip. That's the thing, is like getting out to go do stuff. With kids and work, it can be a bit of a hard time. Oh, this goes up here. I missed one. See, I missed a step. Alright, so that's going to go there. And then we've got, this goes here with the grate on top. And then we've got this here. I know we're trying to look at things to do for like spring break. Um, Normally during the holidays, we hit up where my parents live, or we will stay here depending. So, and I can't remember what year this is, if this is a going out or staying in. But normally we'll have one or the other where we either go out and visit or we come and stay. But we don't go like travel for vacation very often during the holidays. Now, spring break, however, we will probably go out and do things. I'm not sure where we're going. If we're going to be going out, we were talking at one point about possibly San Antonio, or there's a like a river, or it's not a river. It's like chalk canyons in Uvalde, and so we're talking about maybe even going and checking out like Uvalde and checking out the oasis there. We did Corpus Christi, and that's where my family hailed from, the Greek side. So it was cool getting to see that. Updated on, yeah, just keep me updated on the charity event. Yeah, Riverwalk is awesome. Actually, if you ever in San Antonio, because we stayed at the Bowie Hotel, which apparently is haunted. I had a few instances where I felt like someone was like whispering and touching my ear. But there's a mission over there that's past like the Alamo, and that mission, that Catholic church, is downright gorgeous. It was a cool thing to go check out. I gotten some stuff there. It's been a very long time since we've gone, and our kid, he's never gone to see the Alamo or to see San Antonio. So there's a part of me that kind of wants to take him there and check it out. And then I went with my school not too long ago. I can't remember where we were, but right outside of San Antonio. But we went to the Riverwalk, so I think we went and ate at the Iron Cactus, which is a really good restaurant there. When I was a kid, we always went to Frio River Camp for 3 weeks. Oh yeah, and the area is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. See, for those who don't know, if you're not a native Texan and you're like, what in the world are they talking about? There's such a Texan allure to our state and things that we love here. And there are some absolutely gorgeous places to go here in Texas that are worth the shout out and the trips and the visits. All right, so I believe I've got this set up. I feel like this probably right here needs some sort of bump underneath. So eventually, what's going to happen is if I have an extra part, I might put like a stud in there to raise that up and to put into that so it'll actually connect to the floor. So far it's a cool look. Like, don't get me wrong, I like this a lot. But there's like that part right there, I'm just afraid of that getting knocked off and falling off. We are nerds. Texas nerds. Always. Always and forever. I've actually been working trying to fix my gun belt because it's been so long, and it was a pass down. It was a gift from my father, and it was one of those that I love the look of it, but the belt is too small. I think it was, you know, he says it fit him. I honestly think that it was too small for him as well, because it seems teeny tiny. But he would always like just roll the 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 ammo belt or the cartridge belt onto like around the holster and carry it out. But I actually want a belt, so I've got like a knife on there, and actually a couple knives, and I'm looking at slide-on ammo cartridges and everything for it. So that way I've got a dedicated gun belt that I can use down the road. I mean, most of what it's used for is going to be like, looking at like getting snakes and varmints in the backyard. Pretty much it. All right, so it looks like we might be building a box right here. We've got this sort of tray looking thing here. Yeah, and I think this is like kind of in the game when you got campaign stuff. They'll have like things there that you can pull out of boxes and fix and do. Um, I'm just making sure that I'm not missing anything because I usually overstep things. So it looks like now we're on 11, so we're down here. We've got 1, 2, 1, 2 of these, 1 of these, 1. Looks like 2 of these grates, 1 and 2, and 2 of these gray stems, 1 and 2. So I think these are all just building sort of like steps and pieces for your cat to jump on. So jumping from one thing to another. And a lot of these pieces are just kind of standard Lego-ized pieces. Pieces that we'd see of Limberbricks as well. I can't remember. I think like I've done some swap and stitch, or was it snap and stitch? Snap and swap. That's what it is. Snap and swap pieces before. Getting a haunted house tour in Galveston. Yeah, so there's a haunted ghost tour in Galveston. I know that there's one in San Antonio I want to go to. The hotel in Galveston, right there off of the drive, the main strip there. I've gone in there a few times to check it out because I wanted to do like readings and stuff, but they won't let you up into the hotel unless you either get a room or you're with a specific tour. But with the specific tour, you can't actually go into some of the areas that are actually alleged to be haunted. So it's like, it's kind of like one of those things. If you really want the full ordeal of that hotel there in Galveston, you actually have to stay at the hotel, and it's a really nice one there. It's close to the walk. It's a beautiful hotel. Don't get me wrong, but we were looking at pricing, and I'm like, whoa, that's as of right now a bit out of my range. Just a tad bit. The Haunted Pirate Museum? Nuh-uh. Are you serious? Now, that one I have not heard of. A Haunted Pirate Museum. I'm going to be looking that up. You know that, right? It's like, I'm going to call your bluff, and I know I'm going to be wrong. But I want to see it. Now, that I would be gang for a Haunted Pirate Museum. All right, now I know right here that this is going to receive this sticker. So before I put it on with my big old fingers, I'm going to go ahead and stick that sticker on here. That's going to make life a lot easier by doing that beforehand. So we're going to take that, we're going to stick that right there. So we've got our, it's like an AC box. There we go. And now we're building the over. Oh, wait. We got this too. Looky here. Tay. Jumping ahead. You have no idea what's going on. Get your sea legs ready. You know, here's the thing. And normally we go to Galveston. We stay in Surfside. So I actually said if I retired and I left Denton, and I love Denton, don't get me wrong, but if we left Denton and we were going to move to Galveston area, we were going to move to Surfside. We just happen to love that place so much, and so it's right there next to Galveston. You have to pay. I think the one thing I dislike about it is that when you're taking the main stretch road there, instead of going up into mainland and going around, if you take the coastal highway down, you have to pay to cross the bridge there, and it's kind of like a toll thing. And I don't care much for that, but at the same time, I know that I know they need that to pay for the road. But we thought about moving there, and the fact now that I'm hearing that they have a pirate museum, maybe they can hire me as a pirate. I got some I got some piratey looks about me right now. Arr. Hey, do you know what a pirate's favorite letter is, Travis? Told myself if I ever want to live where I'll go to Maine for winter. I've heard, no, not R, tis the C. It's ridiculous. You should not be laughing at that one. If you are, I apologize. Yeah, I hear Maine is absolutely gorgeous, especially in the fall. And that's something I haven't gone that far north. As far north as I've ever been is Branson in Missouri. And I haven't gone any further north. I've gone south, man. I've been down into Central America, heading up to the top of South America, all through Mexico. But I've never gone up north, and I should probably do a little bit more of that one day. All right, so here we go. We're on. So it looks like we're building this sign piece over here. So we've got one, two, one, two, one, one, a top, and then four of these. One, two, three, ooh, and four. So we go one and two, and then we've got another one, one, right? One on top, and then one of these. Now, I believe that this has this sticker on it that looks like, yeah, so it's got a neon sticker. The one thing I don't care much about neon stickers on this is that this is actually a brick piece instead of it being a full on fledged like one solid part. This is multiple bricks with a sticker across it. So I'm not always too keen on that, mainly because of that right there. But I guess that'll work. But we're going to go ahead and put the sticker on. We're going to stick it over here. So we've got our neon sign for our dystopia. Uh, didn't why? Hey, why didn't the kids see the pirate movie? Um, and they were all potato farmers. Promise if I am single and single, marry each other. Best friends. Aw. We made a promise. It was rated R. Oh, that's bad. That's worse than Tis to See. Oh man, that's bad. I love it though, but it's bad. So you two made a promise, huh? Promise being that if you were so made a promise to each other. If I'm single, she's single, we'll marry each other. For love and someone, we'll have each other as best friends. Aw. Is she in Maine? Yeah, we're gonna put that there. So that goes there. So it looks like a little. I guess like I'm not sure what that is, but that's just a cute little something or another. And then we've got these pieces here. So we got one, two. We got this. This is gonna be our neon sign. We got this, this, and it looks like this piece here. So this is going to go to the back of here, like that. And then trying to see what, oh, I see. This goes into here. This goes to the back of here. Oh, it's going to fit like that. And this goes 1, 2, 3, 4 in right there. Actually, again with these, if you put the stud down first, and then put the stem in. That helps it there. And we're gonna look at our box. That gets the duffer bar. She's in Alaska. We met elementary school. Aw. Yeah, I'm still friends. I've got a friend that I went to elementary school with, and I ended up finding years later. That was a really good friend of mine, Melissa Jackson. And she's got kids and everything. I remember when we were kids, like she was one of my buds in early elementary, and then I got other friends down the road. This one gets the no parking sign, and then our last sticker. It looks like it's going to be for our robot. So this will be our last sticker, and that's going to go here. And so far, this is what we got. So pretty easy peasy. Not a lot to this. Okay, so it looks like everything we have from here on out is going to be the robot. We're going to put our stray right there. I'm going to put that up here on the top, and then we're going to look at the robot. So we have 1, 2, this and this. Oh wait, it's this one, right? Yes, so this goes here, that goes there, this goes on top, like this. Oh, I see. So that goes like that. This is going to go on top. That's a very interesting looking step. Like it's a wild looking step. You can't see it. It's right there. So it's like you build it, you turn on its side, but there's not any directions to turn it, and then you build on. Dreamwayne have groomsmen dress up as pirates and brides to be Vikings. Instead of the bride being given away, it'll be me and Jenna giving each other away because you're twins. Oh man. You know what? I like that. That's fun. Yeah, I had a traditional wedding, but here's the thing: the wedding wasn't necessarily for me. It's for my missus. She chose to stick around me. There are times, I was like, you chose me, and I'm a better man for it because I know what kind of mess I am. Heart's a lot. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we've got some articulation on our robot. Now I gotta pull this one up close, so it looks like 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's see, what else do we have? 1, 2, 2 of these. 1, 2, and then 1, 2 of these here. And then looks like we're building legs. So, with that being said, we've got this. These go on the foot. We got this bar that comes up, this that goes into it, and then these are going to be our leg pieces. So it does allow for articulation for our robot. And that's going to snap to there. That's pretty genius, honestly. Look. And he can sit down and stand up. That's sharp engineering. He'll be the guy who, he's going to be the ceremony master. I could see that. Could definitely see that. Well, if you do have a pirate wedding, let me know. I'd like to witness it. I've never witnessed a pirate wedding. I've been in a cowboy wedding, and I got to wear my pocket watch and a really cool vest for it, but I've never. He has the license to do it. He's got the license to ill, like Beastie Boys. All right, so we're gonna finish up this robot over here. We got 2 arms here. We've got these 2 pieces, and then 2 of these. These are gonna go on the end. I can already tell you. Boom, boom. This is the chest part that goes right up here, and then it looks like we have it to where they have it kind of like this. So 1, 2, and of course there's articulation in that as well. 1, 2, so those will snap in like that. So we got his arms, and then we're on our last. So we've got this, and this. So it looks like we have it to where it goes 1. Oh no, these go underneath. Hold on. Woo! Groomsmen are you, Brad, Chris, Eric Chester, Ricky, Jeff as my best man, Andy, aka Lumpy, and Zach. Man, I appreciate that. I'd be honored to be a best man. Just let you know, I'm not gonna do too much at the groomsman show. That's my one draw. You know, being a taken man, I tend to want to stay out of trouble. I my bachelor's night was scary because of where the boys took me, and I'm like, oh god. and some of the things that some of my friends did. But you know, you got to experience it. It was partly entertaining, and then we moved on. All right, and then it looks like our robot. So they got the stickers that go in. I missed something in here. So over here, there's a couple plants. Now, they have it to where the plants themselves will lift that up. Put the plants just right up here. 1 and 2. So in the game, the cat can actually go and knock like plants and pots and stuff off. And so they have it to where you can actually knock these things off. You've got 1, 2. So you've got the thing of cans over here. 2 and 3. So you can always knock over the cans. So it's kind of interactive in that you can mess with things and knock things over. So you remember that step that I told you about the... I'll pull this sign off over here. About this piece over here. So it actually did, or it was supposed to have, a stud underneath. Pull that off so we can plug that back in. Okay. So let me plug all this back in. We'll look at it. We'll give final thoughts, and we'll talk about some of this. For the most part, it's a cute set. I never, like I said, I never played the game. I think I'd like to. I might ask my friend Matt if he has it, or if he has the availability to check it out, because I think it would be kind of a cool game to check out and see. And from what I saw from like IGN, it looked like a lot of fun. Brad's gonna run down the aisle saying, "Make way, the captain's coming." He would totally do that too. Here's the thing. He would do that. He would be okay running down the aisle yelling that. All right, real quick. So dinner, I can smell dinner. I know it's coming. So I'm gonna finish this part up. I'll find it in a minute. Okay. So overall, the set's actually kind of cute. We've got, of course, the robot here that's got the heart on the faceplate that tells you that it loves the cat. It's happy. You've got the cat here with B12. You got some plants for it to knock over and some cans for it to mess with. And you've got all these ledges that the cat could essentially jump on. For the most part, it's small. Like it's, comparing here, I'm going to take the stuff I could lose out. So here's the box, and then there's the piece. It's not very big. The box definitely does enlarge what we have, but I could see this actually working with some of the Lego City stuff. I could see it working like on the back of a building, working with the set that had the ATM that I put together on Shorts the other day. Like I could see this working with other sets and it being cute. It's definitely something that can integrate into other sets very easily. The instructions are fairly simple. There's not a lot to it. One page printed front and back. They tend to shoehorn a lot of directions in there all at once. And oh, I see. I did miss a step where it showed the stud on there. They tend to shoehorn a lot of directions in at once, so it's easy to kind of get mixed up. You got extra little pieces here, and you're like, okay, where does what go? And they try to set it up where you have like, color variations on things so you know what's what. But overall, I think it's a cute set. I'm not too keen on the loose parts. For me, having loose parts on any Lego set that's like the right to have stuff fall off and get lost. As a matter of fact, somewhere down here it's supposed to be a can. My floor is a mess, so I will find it eventually, or I'll just pull some extras out and replace it. So it's kind of like one of those things. Like I'm not too big on loose pieces for that reason, because you can knock off a piece, it can go flying. But I do appreciate what they've done, and I appreciate like how they've kind of built it and set it up. I'm not too keen on the stickers over Lego pieces. I actually don't care much for that whenever they do it. I know Lego has done it as well, where they've gotten like several bricks and they put a sticker over the top, and that's not something I really care much for. But they did it. It's okay. I have a feeling for that I might either cut the sticker or I'll glue it together. Because if I take it apart and put it away, I don't want the stickers to be hinged. I'm actually not sure what's for dinner. It smells really good. But I have no idea what it is. I think it was last weekend I made dinner. I know I made breakfast. I made breakfast this morning. It was it this morning or was it? Yeah, I made breakfast this morning, and then my wife made dinner. Last week I made dinner for us. We had made tacos. So, staring at you in your room, there's no space to move. There technically is no space to move right now. Yeah, right now, like in the room, it's pretty cramped up, and I'm actually looking because I'm clearing this out, and it's like, oh, I'll build a table over here, and I'll put up, and I'm like, I got to get rid of some stuff. So there might be a point when I'm like pawning and purchasing stuff off just to make room for things, especially because we're doing like more Lego building sets, and there's certain things that'll stay, like the He-Man stuff that'll be there. Vintage toys will always be there. The case with like the Lord of the Rings and Indiana Jones, that's not going anywhere. And then I've got, other cases as well. So, as I'm building the ship sets and I'm kind of, building and adding more, I'm trying to streamline certain toys. I've actually started to cut back on certain toys that I get and trying to do a little more episodic stuff on the things that we're building and creating. So, hey, thank you all so much for coming and joining me. I absolutely appreciate it and I love it. I'm going to go get dinner now, but that's the build. So that is the Snap and Switch. That is the Stray Neon Alley construction set. I picked this up at Five Below for $6, which is kind of weird because it's supposed to be $5 or below. There's some weirdness in that marketing, I'm telling you. But it was $6. I've got some art sets from them as well. Their building bricks are pretty cool, so I dig it. All right, everybody. I love you all. Jesus loves you more. There's nothing you can do about it. I will see you next time.